2 years ago, I had 3 salons. This year I have 2. And very shortly, maybe next time I talk to you, I'll have 1. And that's a fact. That's a fact. Shops closing down all over the place. You must know this. You go anywhere in the country, you can see shops closing all the time. Not just hairdressing. Nail bars, coffee shops, lovely restaurants, beautiful restaurants closing down. And that's why they're here today. That's why they're here today. It's just a disaster. You mark my words, in 4 or 5 years' time, you'll see a different hairdressing salon. Different hairdressing. And you know something? It'll be on the back streets.
I've never got out on the street to protest before, even though I've often felt strongly about, issues. But I got out of my bed at 6 o'clock this morning in Cork because I really wanted to be here. In our local town in East Cork, 5 restaurants in the recent past have closed. I don't understand why we're not being supported. It's such an important industry. People aren't making this up. It's just there isn't any margin there.
The margins are about 3% within the industry, so we're not working on big margins here. And then when you layer all of the changes and all of the costs that are coming, whether that be national minimum wage increase, sick pay, the VAT, it just builds these costs, and it's making it really, really hard for businesses to sustain.
SMEs weren't looked after at all in the last budget. We were very hopeful that the VAT was going to come back down to 9%, and they didn't move on it. The cost of running a business has just gotten so expensive that it doesn't make any sense. Even though we can be quite busy and it looks as if we're doing well, to make ends meet is just becoming more and more difficult, and as a result there's a lot of salons closing down.
An awful lot of our services have been closing down over the last 3 or 4 years, and now with what happened at budget, I will maintain that an awful lot more in the next 18 months will start to close the doors. We'd one parent on a few weeks ago saying she was travelling 50 kilometres to another service because the one that was in her village closed down. You can't keep a business open on historical fee freezes. It's as simple as that.